Alright guys, in this tiebreaker challenge, each of you guys will get a block cube. It is either A, B, C, or D, or true or false. I'll be asking you guys questions about this game, and the first person to get a question wrong while the other person gets it correctly will be eliminated. The other person will make it onto the final three. True or false, in the second immunity challenge, the word scramble said, "Keep your flame lit." Answer is false. Alright, with that, Matt, you're gonna need to bring me your torch. Matt, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Alright guys, you have gone as far as you can go in this game on your own. It is up to the jury to decide which one of you deserves to be the sole survivor.
I'll give you guys some time to think about it, and then we'll get to the final tribal council where one of you is going to win this game.
Unfortunately, on the question, first thing, the question is about the second immunity challenge, which is where we had to run with the sponges and then scramble the word thing. And I did the sponge running, and I was so exhausted at the end of the challenge that I really wasn't paying attention to the puzzle. All I remember is that we had the botched thing when we thought it was keep your right to kelp. And then at the end it was keep your I guess, torch lit. And that makes sense more than keep your flame lit. But all I heard first thing was, oh, keep your lit. And I was like, oh, true. And unfortunately, it did me in. But happy to have played it, and not sure I'm going to vote yet for the finals. But we'll see.
What's up, guys? It's Todd Herzog, the winner of Survivor China. I want to congratulate Chantel, Alex, and Mikey for making it to the final three. Good job.
I'm upset, but he did what he thought he had to do, and we'll still be friends after this. But man, that was dramatic. So last year I went out at the Final Four, and it was really devastating for me. And we got to the Final Four this year, and I felt good. And then when I saw the vote was tied, and I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. What's going on? What's up with me in Final Fours? But luckily I feel like I was able to get some redemption this time, and I was able to make it past the Final Four. I was able to win the challenge, and you know, now all I have left is Final Tribal, and I'm happy with the game I've played, and hopefully I'm able to articulate it well to the jury. So
I'm sitting in the final three against two massive jury threats. Right now I feel like I'm going to get 0 votes, but I'm not going down without a fight. I'm going to fight in my speech like you have never seen in your life, because I think I've played the best game out of these three people, and I'm going to make the jury understand that. I made bigger moves than Alex. I played a much bolder, ballsier, riskier game than Alex. I was more driving the strategy. I never got one single vote against me. How many Survivor players can say that? So I'm going to fight for this fucking title because I deserve to win.
I'm a little nervous. Completely honest, I didn't think I was going to make it this far. I have to really feel like I have to prepare myself with what I have to say. I think before I've been completely honest with everyone the whole time. I haven't turned my back on anyone, and everyone knows that. So I hope that people like that about me, and hopefully I can use that to my advantage. I just hope I can answer the questions as detailed as possible, and really be able to say what I want to say and not get choked up with certain words. I want to be able to understand what they're saying, and I'm nervous about that.
Alright guys, welcome to the final tribal council. We'll now bring in the members of our completed jury. Liza, Bobby, Jordan, Dan, Nasa, Darren, Amy, and Matt. voted out at the last tribal council. Alright guys, you guys have made it to the farthest you can go in this game on your own. Now, the jury will determine your fate. Before they come up to say their piece, I'm going to give each of you guys a chance to plead your case as to why you should be the winner over the other two. So we're going to start with you, Mikey.
I feel like a lot of you guys probably are coming in here thinking you know who you're voting for, and I couldn't possibly feel like more of an underdog against the two of them. So I hope that you guys will just come in with an open mind and consider each of our games separately. A big part of my game was to keep my game hidden, because I feel like automatically I look and act and speak and am so different from other people, and in past games I've been very in the front. I couldn't do that this time. I needed to be underestimated. I needed people to not know just how hard and how strategically I was playing. And for every single person, as soon as they started to catch on to just how hard I was playing, they had to go. Whether it's Darren, Amy, Nasa, whoever. And I know that I'm a deceptive, lying, crazy bitch, but I was playing really hard. I was playing to win. I feel like, you know, when Parvati lost Heroes versus Villains, a lot of the jurors said that if they had seen the footage, they would have voted for her. And I think if you guys aren't aware of my full game, you would be surprised when you watch it back, because these two are amazing people, and Alex is an amazing player. And we've played in games before where I was a mess. I was a train wreck. I played last year. I was out immediately. I played such a different game this time. And it was the first time that I felt really secure in myself. And as somebody who is such a super fan and loves this game so much, every other game that Alex and I have played together, I couldn't bring myself to honestly say that I played better than him, because I didn't. This time, I can look you guys in the eye and say, out of the three of us, I think I played the best game.
Okay, Alex, you're up.
Hey guys. Yeah, I was here last year, and yeah, I was voted out of the Final Four. I know how to feel like it's the worst feeling where you're so close and you don't make it. And as soon as that happened, I was like, I have to do it again. I needed another shot. I need redemption. For me, this whole game has been about like redemption, about like fixing the mistakes that I made last time to get me voted out. And to me, this game, how I got here was about relationships. It was about building as many relationships as I could with people. And the relationships were real, but the people that I kept in the game were the people that I just trusted more. Anytime I got a weird feeling about someone, I'm like, I don't know what this person's gonna do. I don't know if they'll do what I want them to do. I voted them out. I tried to make a point of voting out people that tried to vote me out, which seems logical, but yeah, I was really trying to subconsciously get in people's minds, oh, if you vote for Alex, then you're going to get voted out. I'm not sure if that completely worked, but it may have. I thought it was a good plan at the time. I played this game as hard as I possibly could. I wanted it so bad. I gave my all in every challenge, in every conversation. I was constantly thinking about every single path to the end, any single, I was just trying to maximize my chances of making it here, because some of this game is luck, but a lot of it is making your own luck, and I think that's what I did.
Chantel, you're up.
So this is my first time actually, I think, really playing and the game. I mean, I played 2 years ago, but I don't consider that even really counting at all because I left in the beginning. But I think we're all very surprised that I made this far, and I'm very proud of myself that I did, because I worked really, really hard. Despite everything, I think, even like my height, anything that went against me, I tried very hard. I think that it would be awesome to be able to say that I won this, because I've never obviously made this far because I never really played, and to be able to say that would be amazing. Also, throughout the game, I think what really helped me keep going was just being honest and open. I didn't lie to anyone. I didn't try and be deceiving, or I was just straight up. I think that played a big part of how I got here. I think everyone has kind of their decision made, like Mikey said. But no. Well, if you guys saw us all play, the three of us all play. So you know how I played. If you see if I worked hard or not, whatever you feel, I'll understand everything. No harsh feelings, but please do consider me.
Okay. Let's move over to the jury. Liza, you're up first.
All right. So I'm kind of in a unique position on the jury because I haven't played with any of you. Just so you know, my vote is totally open. I don't have a choice. I don't have anywhere that I'm leaning. So I guess my question for you, because I didn't play with any of you and I didn't strategize or basically talk to you at all, I just want to know what you picture as your biggest move in the game that got you here and that shows me that you deserve this, that you deserve to win.
I think one of the challenges for me that really, it happened later on today, but the challenges where we asked all the questions and that I was not only basically the underdog, whatever, sheep, and the one who's sliding under the radar, really proved to me that, you know, I should, even though I worked really hard, but maybe something in my mind mentally really changed and put into perspective that I should try even give it even 110% more.
And did you?
I tried even more if I could. I really did. I tried hard every single other challenge. Not that I didn't. I just think mentally something in my head clicked, and it just put me into like some sort of mode that I didn't think I had in me. I guess I don't know. It just came out, and then I got the last two. So.
For me, I guess I'll go with the very beginning of the game. When I found, this is a fun story, I found the hidden immunity idol pretty early, like the game, we just finished the challenge and I found it in this tree. And then a little while later, Chantel, she found the clue to the immunity idol that I just found, and it pretty much described the exact location that I found it. And she was like, "Oh, weren't you?" We were with the whole tribe, and she's like, "Weren't you looking in that tree?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know, was it?" And then we're like, "Let's all as a tribe go check the tree." And when I got it from the tree, it was attached by this rope, and I knew the rope was still there because I got it so fast. And I'm like, "They're gonna see the rope. If they knew I was looking here, I'm kind of screwed." But as we were walking, I revealed to her that I had the idol, and from there we built this alliance that lasted the entire game. She even helped me cover it up. We got rid of the thing and we pretended that we were looking for it, and like we don't see it anywhere. And that relationship sort of took us from every tribe. We were then on the swap tribe, and she was sort of in danger of getting voted out, and I did my best to make sure that didn't happen because I didn't want to lose her, because I knew like she'd be loyal to me. And as much as I saved her, I also want to give her credit for the very last tribal council. It ended up paying off. I saved her, she saved me, and I feel like that relationship sort of got both of us to where we are right now.
I think that answer is kind of telling of that Alex's big move is that he made an alliance, because for me, I feel like I have a bunch of them. Also, before I forget, I want to point out, I was the only person who never once had one single vote cast against me in this game. There are a very small group of Survivor players who can say that, and I'm pretty sure they're all winners. So I had a couple really big moves. Every little thing I did in this game was strategic, even down to...
But we didn't see all the votes, though. Remember that.
There were none in that. What was I saying? The fuck was I saying? Every little thing I did in this game was strategic, even down to like the outfit I wore, how I wanted people to perceive me, because nobody's going to think that the guy in a belly shirt and a pink skirt is a serious player, so I wanted to be underestimated. As for my big moves, I feel like there were a few of them. One, when we first got here, I picked up on Dan as being one of the best players here. I could tell. He knew so many people, he's so strategic, he was working everybody, and that's my game I was trying to do. So I tried... Sorry, I love you, but I tried to make a big target of him from the moment I got here. I pounded the drum. Dan is a great player, because I was so threatened by him. He knew a lot of people. He just an amazing player. So, also, I think another big move I made was Matt. Early in the game, I think after the swap, I may be wrong about this, but I think Matt knew or had an alliance with Jameson and Dan. I think they knew each other. So I thought they were tight, or no? Okay. Well, I thought they were working together. But I flipped and got him to my side to blindside them because they were people that I was very threatened by in the game. And he became my closest, most loyal ally. It was the one person that I was 99% honest with. And another one of my big moves, I think, was telling nobody about the idol. Like when Dan said about the unanimous votes and the chaos, I was doing that. I was the one who wanted that. I was the one who was causing all the chaos. And as soon as somebody picked up on that, I needed them to go because nobody realized how hard I was playing this game. And not telling anybody that I had the idol caused so much chaos and dissension, and it kept people distracted. Also, one more I forgot was using Alex as a shield because he has such a reputation. He's known for being such a great player. If I would have taken him out when other people wanted me to, the next thing they would look at would be the blonde shiny object in front of them, and I would be targeted immediately. So I think that was also a very good move.
All right, Bobby, you're up next.
So my question is, a lot of people thought you were the sheep, but sometimes that could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'd actually like to know, besides just the alliance you made, can you please tell me like 3 just small key factors that you did in this game that made you a valuable player to be voted for?
Well, not only the alliance with Alex, because obviously I think that everyone knows that, so I won't even use that. I think that I thought or think that Mikey and I he's been with me. I remember talking when our alliance, when our tribes, then we had that switch, and then he was like, I wanna work with you, and I said I wanted to work with him from the beginning. I saw that he was with me, and I was like, I know you, kind of, and he was funny from the beginning, so I'm all down for everyone who, you know, I kind of get the funny vibe from, not too serious. I think also I brought to the table that it's not that serious. I think I lightened up the mood for a few of the things that kind of got heated with a few arguments, but I think I tried to lighten up the mood. And you said something about me winning. I won. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay.
Maybe not the winning one, but I do think the honesty and I just do remember talking to everyone. I don't think I didn't try to talk to really anyone. Maybe more people approached me than I approached them, but I was definitely always open.
Okay, so the next question is to you. So a lot of people just sort of expect you to win because everyone thinks you're the most likable. From what I've heard from a lot of people, once they started slowly getting eliminated, you actually had about 4 3-way alliances for the very end. So can you confirm what your ideal 3-way alliance was actually going to be at the end?
Yeah, I don't deny any of that. That is how I played. It's sort of what I said in my opening speech about, you know, you don't want to get lucky, you want to maximize your luck, you want to make your own luck. And I created multiple paths to the end. I didn't want to just put all my eggs in one basket. Now, the whole ideal scenario for me was always just to be here. I felt like I was such a big threat, you know, and unfortunately I competed really well in some of the challenges, and then I started to realize everyone was on to me, and Dan certainly didn't help at all, and I was sort of just like, I just want to be there. So as I moved, I'm like, whatever pathway seems like the easiest to maneuver and actually get there, that's what I wanted to go with. And sort of it kept changing at every tribal because my relationships with people kept changing. And I can't say that there was ever one because I was just being adaptable. Even at the last immunity challenge, I'm thinking, what's going to happen if this person wins? What's going to happen if this person? There was always a million things going on in my head because I never stopped playing the game.
Do you think that deceiving people should be praised more than somebody getting farther through loyalty and hard work?
I mean, I wouldn't say I had zero loyalty to people. I was pretty loyal to Matt. I just prioritized myself first in this game. there are a lot of different things. There are a million different ways to win the game. You know, it just depends what you guys value. I will say, on my merit, I think that they played a much safer game than I did. I think I played a risky, ballsy game, because the thing is, there are a lot of people who try and play this game and try and play everyone against each other and play all sides, and it never works. I should not be sitting here. This should not have worked. You guys should have all compared notes and realized that I was bullshitting everyone. But I think I made strong relationships, and that's why I'm here and never had one vote cast against me.
Jordan, you're up.
It's kind of a question for all of you guys. Going into the game, how did your strategy, like, at the beginning kind of change as the game progressed to where you are now?
I mean, I sort of had a vague plan for coming in here, but I feel like it's a mistake to be too rigid with that. More so than anything, I feel like it was my own sort of, it's stupid to say journey in 2 days, but I feel like, I don't know, this is very personal for me because I've played in a lot of these and I haven't done so well. I was out immediately last year, like, I had to be different, and I think, this may be a bit of a tangent, but the first game I played in ever of Survivor, I was in a relationship and I played with my boyfriend and we did so well, and then he left me and I got, anyway, the point is, games I've played in since then, I felt like getting my heart broken. I totally lost myself because I was never able to be the strong person that I was in that first game. And today I really feel like I found myself again and found my own confidence again and really believed that I could do this in a way that I never did. I did things, I mean, I never thought I would win an immunity challenge or find idols or be sitting here. So I'm proud of how I played, and I did better than I thought I could, but this is the first time where I actually believed that I could win this game.
Yeah, my strategy pretty much stayed the same. Like, I'm a big fan of Survivor, and I feel like I have a good idea of what works, and at least the way that I like to play, is building relationships. What I said before, I think Mikey made fun of it, but I feel like maybe we have different perspectives on what Survivor is. To me, it's about relationships. You know, like that's what it is about. And coming in, and that's also why I like it so much, because you get to meet all these people. And, you know, some of it's gameplay, but you're also getting to know people at the same time. And my strategy was to get to know people, to become friends with people, get them to trust me. And, you know, sometimes I would vote them out, but that it's a game and that's the way it works. And a big part of my game was also, you know, not taking it too seriously. You know, I'm not gonna fight with anyone, I'm not gonna yell at anyone. I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to make relationships, have fun, and hopefully win. And that was my plan coming in here, and I feel like I stuck to it.
All right, Chantel?
Completely honest, I came in just to have fun. I didn't really have a strategy, an idea. I was just gonna see how it was gonna play out and what was to come. I didn't come in with any idea at all. I just wanted to play and see what went from there. I do think that the alliances started to make the strategies, you know, making the alliances became very important. I picked up on that fast. And then, like I said, it came in with it being all fun and games, or just the fun part. And then I realized that, you know, I had to take it a little bit more seriously, but I still tried to keep having fun and keep the mood light at the same time. But yeah.
Okay. Satisfied? Yeah. All right, Dan, you're up next.
Suhawk, I'm guessing.
What's that?
Suha. You already gave the rat and snake speech.
Yeah! Right, well, I identified a rat, and that rat is where rats belong. And, so here we go. Okay. We have 3 people here. What I want to do first is say, Chantel, I love you a lot. You played an awesome 3rd place game.
I don't think you deserve to win. You did not come here to win. You said it yourself. You did not put your skin in the game at any point. You did not make any big moves.
And you were identified as a goat, and you're like, my consciousness shifted! Oh my god! But every goat has an owner, and your owner is standing right next to you, so why should I believe any argument that you have to tell me, is my question to you right now.
Well, right after I said that, did I not win the next 2 immunity idols?
Many people have won immunity challenges, but that doesn't mean you win the game.
You win the game back at camp, and you weren't at camp. You didn't stay overnight. There were 9 people at camp. You were not one of them. That's the thing.
And that's where you probably gained that thought, and that's okay with me.
Right.
I
And
don't
you
mind.
played an awesome 3rd place game, but a 1st place
fine
game
with
is
me.
won
I
at
don't
camp,
even wanna-
and you were not here. So my focus shifts to you two. So
It's getting real.
we have a person that everyone knew would do well, and a person that everyone did not. And so my heart and my mind are divided. My mind rewards strategy, and my mind is not as strong as it should be, because if my mind were stronger, it would influence my heart every once in a while, and I wouldn't be here, I'd be there. But let's talk about that. Alex, I told everyone that you should be here, and you are here. And that is a great congratulations to you. So I'm gonna come back to you, but I'm gonna talk to Mikey right now. Mikey, I relate to you a lot, you know that, you exploited that. I'm proud of you for it. Good on you, good on you. You knew I knew a lot of people. Knowing a lot of people doesn't mean that you have trust. And I didn't have trust in this game, and that's why I'm not where you are. How did you earn trust? Who are you?
I think I earned trust in relationships. I just sort of spotted what each person, the role that each person most needed someone to fulfill to them, whether it's a best friend, a loyal ally, whatever it is, and I did my best to fulfill that role. I think I played a much more social game this time, and I think that that's reflected in the fact that I never got one vote. And I don't know who you're saying is the heart or the mind, but I think that I was definitely the one who was driving the votes and the strategy, I think, more than other people were.
Okay.
And I just tried to make strong relationships and not disregard people, not count people out when they were, I mean, it's difficult with so many people, you know, that I maybe dropped a couple relationships that I shouldn't have, but just tried, even when people were outnumbered or on the bottom, to be friendly.
I hear where you're coming from, but I don't feel like you answered my question. Because I'm not asking who you made people trust you. I'm asking who did you trust, and how did they benefit you? And other than him, who I told everyone would be here, and he is here, so as someone who doesn't want to be seen as a goat, as someone who doesn't want to seem like not strategic, and as someone who doesn't want to seem like they didn't play their own game, knowing that he's here, who did you trust over here?
I trusted Matt, I trusted Darren, I trusted Nasa early on, I trusted Chantel. The thing with Alex is there were a lot of different opportunities where people wanted me to get him out of the game. If I did, I needed that shield. Also, the time that I could have voted him out was the final 7, when Nasa went. The thing is, I think if Nasa got to the end, I think she's such a strong player and competitor, she would win unanimously. So either way I go on that vote, it's somebody that's going to be a big jury threat. So with Alex, I feel like, I can honestly say I feel like I played the better, more strategic game, and I want to beat the best. So, but when you ask who I am somebody who's a fighter. I never rode coattails. I never floated or coasted through the game. What? I didn't ride his coattails. I had my own.
You're sitting next to him right now. He was a pretty meat shield for you.
I don't think so. It was a shield. But the thing
That's
is,
the point of meat shielding.
well, if Bobby said that Alex had 3 or 4 options, I had 25 different options. I was working more closely with Matt and Darren. So it just was what benefited me when.
Cool, thank you. Okay, so let's talk to Alex. What I respect most about your game, and what I did not do, mainly because I got signals from you that I shouldn't, is that you stayed up at night. And I think that night is when the game is won. What I liked about you is that you stayed up and you knew that you had 5 on your second tribe, and you brought in Amy, in my opinion. And then anytime that Amy tried to check you, you checked her. Or the 2 of you checked her.
I sat with him.
Right, yeah, I know. You took a very convenient smoke break for a very long 3 hours that I was awake for all of. And so I guess my question to you is, what did you do that night to ensure that you would win today, beyond what I just said?
Well, I didn't. I definitely. You're right. I spoke to Amy because I was still playing the game, and I knew we were merging at 5-5, and we needed a number. And I liked Amy, and I thought we could work together. So yeah, I was talking to her. It was a long conversation, and at the end of it, I wasn't like, "Oh, we got this in the bag." But I'm glad I had the conversation because I think the more conversations you have with people, the more they trust you, the better your relationship is with them. And I think it helped. And then, although it ended up, I thought it was going to be a closer vote at the merge. It was unanimous. I thought it was going to be a close vote.
Which was my idea, by the way, to build a consensus group, like sometimes happens on Survivor at the merge, where everybody thinks that it's one big group voting and not knowing who's the real majority. Also,
I gave you your time, and there were things that I wanted to say about yours, and I let you speak.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, is your idea to have consensus? I mean, it wasn't just like, oh, we need Amy and I'm not going to talk to anyone else. I talked to everyone to try to make that happen. You know, it's like, you can never just like be like, oh, this person, they're with me. Like, that's it. I was talking to everyone. I was creating other opportunities. I spoke to you a lot, and I was building a relationship with you, and I liked you, and one of my paths was to work with you. But then when you turned on me, I'm like, well, that's a path that probably not going to go with. So.
If I could just respond real quick. I stayed up there having that conversation too, and Amy and I were together on the early tribe. So I think the big thing that I did that night that contributed was Amy wanted to, at the merge vote, go after some Chantel who was a number for us. And I knew that priority number one, you cannot be outnumbered in this game. Get the numbers, keep them. So we stayed up for 3-4 hours being like, that cannot happen, we need the numbers.
Oh, I just want to say, the whole thing about bringing in Amy, I feel like you did not treat Amy very well at all during the game.
Well, today,
and I don't think that's a way you bring someone in. And that's not even for Survivor or the game, that's also not a way to like treat people.
How did I treat her?
You were not nice to her.
I don't
and
think
you made
so,
it difficult to keep her in the group. I mean, it's good to let her decide.
I feel like we'll address that after.
Sure.
But I don't think I really.
Okay, I'm just looking at you right now. Okay, good.
Alright, Nasa, you're up next.
Hi! Don't let the bastards grind you down. Alright, so, Mikey, hi. You said that you trusted me early on. I gave you no reason not to trust me, and you very quickly flipped. You flipped before the merger, and I know that you did, because I know that there was...
Wait, what vote do you mean?
Before, there wasn't a vote. It was just a moment that I was able to tell that, like, oh, I've lost my team.
Okay.
And it was before we merged.
So, like, swap time, you're saying?
After the third vote, when it was just the three of us.
So then when we swapped, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, look, it's a game. I get it. But it's a douche move.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to defend it.
I mean, on a personal level, again, but strategically, I can defend it because I knew from the beginning, and here's what I was really concerned about with you, is I thought that you knew a lot of people, and I was very concerned going in that there were going to be so many people who knew each other. Maybe you didn't, maybe I was wrong, but I felt like you knew a lot of people who were here. Also, I knew you were an amazing player. I just had this feeling that you were so competitive and strategic, and I was threatened by you. And I love you as a person, and I really hope that you won't take it personally and we can be friends after. But, yeah, I feel like I still tried to be friendly.
Alex, hi. So you've, I think, been one of the strongest players throughout, which I'll give you like props for. I guess my question for you is like, hey, you played a good game. Are there any moments that you kind of regret?
Ooh, good question. Probably. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to pick anything specific. I know I had my idol at the time, and I sort of blurted out to Darren, like, I think I blurted, I was like, oh, I might play my idol on you, and then I'm like, and I had immunity, I didn't need to play it, and then I didn't use it, and we didn't need to use it, but then I was like I trust Darren, but now he knows that I have the idol, and I don't know if that, I feel like that did have some point in him then turning on me later. Like, that wasn't information I needed to give up at the time, and I've always tried to be careful about not giving more information than you need to when you're having a conversation. You always try to want to get more information than you give, and that was sort of a mistake. I was nervous even though I had immunity because I thought that was going to be the turning point in the game. Like, if we finish that tribal council of numbers were good. If not, and I was just worried that I wish I played the idol, and so it was like I just said it, and then I didn't play it, and then he knew it, and then I thought about that a lot.
Cool. Chantel, I know everyone's kind of giving you slack for being the sheep, so what I really want to know is, when you came into this game, did you have a strategy? Did you have a plan? Did you, and how closely, not how closely did you follow it, but did it grow, and did you grow with it, if that makes sense?
Before I came in, you know, with the idea of having fun while playing, and to just see where it goes, like in the beginning, the first game, I guess that's, everyone's not just, you know, obviously everyone wants to win. Strategy-wise, you know, I think just kept on taking it more seriously as the time went on. I took it more as a fun, not thinking too much into it, and then as the game went on, build your alliances, you play harder, you learn things as you go, you know, some things with balancing. I don't know, I think if anything, what I take out of this is that it's very big learning experience for, I don't know, for, I can only speak for myself, but for, I would say for everyone, but I learned a lot. So the strategies of, you know, I wasn't big on wanting to just vote people out because they didn't deserve it, whatever. There was always a reason to it. I think that's really it. I don't think that I really tried to go against anyone like that. That was my biggest thing. I didn't want to be a liar or anything like that. That was my biggest thing when I did come in. I didn't want to do anything like that. I didn't want to lie.
Darren, you're up.
I came to play a game. I enjoyed playing with all three of you. I think all three of you outplayed me, because there you are. I think people have covered most everything. So I'm going to go in a different direction and kind of say, if you win, what are you going to do with the fake $1 million? What would you do?
What would I do? I would give a large percent of it to Christopher, because he put in all this time, money. You guys don't realize how hard he has worked every single year to get here. Oh, I get so emotional for you.
Sorry, Alex.
I promise to give all of the fake money to a fake charity of your choosing.
My choosing.
I would take $500,000 and use it on the lifetime supply of Botox I'm going to need after today, because it's the most stressful fucking thing ever. And I'd give the other half to my dad.
Okay.
Good answer. All right, Andy, you're up next.
Congratulations, all three of you. As much as you might think my vote is decided, it's not. I tried to say that in the beginning. I feel like the opportunity to explain some of your moves was wasted earlier in this tribal. But I guess I do want to sort of let you guys know why I think each of you does deserve to win, okay? And you help me make the case for why you're the one. I'll start with you, actually. You actually won this last one. You weren't taken here. I said I would vote for you if you were taken here. But I don't know that I would vote for you, but I'm not as opposed as you might think. I feel like you took my spot, and you did it in a completely different way, and your way worked. And the fact that you were able to go home, sleep in a bed, shower and I kept on voting for you and people were not seeing how tight the two of you were, gotta give some of that to you. It was so blatant to me. Everybody who thought they were aligned with Alex, I kept saying, do you really think that he's going to turn on you? Nobody was going with me. That was a really strong bond, and that's really impressive. And you did do the challenges at the end. And you know what? I played very seriously. You played light. I guess one of my questions would be for you is, why is it when people play seriously, why do you seem to hold that to a lower regard?
I think when the challenges were here, that I think that I played to the best of my ability. It might not be as good as everyone else's ability, but I played to the best of my ability. I think you might be guiding more of like towards strategizing and talking to people maybe, because I don't think that's why you guys are probably thinking that I just didn't play that hard. Are you talking about the challenges, or?
I'm saying
I did try my best when it came to the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
You seem to almost make fun of people who would. And there are a lot of people here who actually really came to play. Mm-hmm. And why is it, if you're not taking it seriously and you're laughing, and why do you seem to look down on people who do when they're here on their own time?
I don't want to ever have to look down on anyone. Yeah. And if I did come off that way, I do apologize, because I don't ever want to hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that. I think because I knew eventually it would get serious, I wanted to be the one that was able to lighten the mood. I didn't, I get in the game, in the show, it's all serious. It's really no fun. But, at the end of the day, we're all going home. We have to go to work tomorrow. At least you can say you had fun or you laughed.
Sure.
It wasn't just all like, oh my God, you didn't even have any fun during the day. You just worked, and, strategy. I'm just saying, like
you were talking about me, or
no, I'm saying in general.
Okay.
No,
Right, sorry,
in
left.
general.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure there was more like jokes and laughter and everything else going around. It wasn't just about, all right, well, we need to pick out who's going to be voted off next.
Okay,
I want to add
I got
some
it.
jokes.
Alex, the fact that you were a big target, and metaphorically, literally everything, everybody kept saying he has an advantage on all of these challenges, but nobody was ever to get enough votes to get you out. That to me speaks to the strength of your relationships with people. That says to me that you're so far out in front of the radar, but yet you're here. Not only are you here, you can tell me that you didn't throw it. I don't believe it. You threw it. You knew everybody. Why wouldn't you? I feel like if you continue on here, you need to play up some of your challenge ability, not just your alliance. I want to say on a personal level, why were you not okay, let me say this differently. You knew I had your back, and this is my question. If I never had any actions that showed that I didn't have your back, and I asked you to give me something, why were you not, towards the end, making a more of a point to check in with me, to talk to me about a lot of things that were going on? If you had said, there's an idol, she knows, I would have fucking worked with you guys. Wouldn't have gone after her. If we were working together and I was asking for Darren and Chantel, why weren't you giving that to me? The fact that everybody thinks that I was in your pocket, or that's what it seems, and that was not happening, I was not voting how you were saying.
Yeah.
Why were you not giving any of that to me if I had your back? Because obviously the person sitting on your right, they voted for you.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. You weren't in my pocket, and that's why I was hesitant around you, because I felt that you would make your own decision, and you wouldn't do what I said, and that made you a dangerous player to me. I mean, I was not playing the game for us, I was playing for me, and that's like I was, when you asked me to maybe vote out people that I was close to and I felt that could help my game, I didn't want to do that. And then you wanted me to not vote out people that had voted against me, and I couldn't do that because that wasn't good for my game. I think occasionally what we wanted lined up, but a lot of times it didn't, and when it didn't, I couldn't jeopardize my game. And I'm sorry if I didn't. I thought I checked in on you a good amount. I apologize if I didn't check on you enough. I was always trying to check in on people, even if we weren't working together. I tried to check in on people.
Mikey, hey. All right. What you said, one of the reasons that I might not vote for you is I felt like you were dishonest in your response to Nessa.
With what? How so?
She asked you about working with you, and you kissed her ass about why. You told me different reasons about why you didn't want to vote for her.
I feel a little bit weird saying to somebody, this is the feeling I had based on absolutely nothing you did wrong. I don't know how to put that. So what I had said to Amy is that for some reason I was very nervous on when we voted Dylan out. And I just had this gut instinct that you were a really strong player and didn't trust me and would come after me at some point. And I could have been totally wrong, but I just chose to go with my gut on it. And I just felt that my swap tribe, I had stronger loyalty from them, I guess. And I'm sure it would have from you. It's just, in a game where everyone's lying to everybody, you just kind of have to go with your gut. Not that it's always right, but sometimes it'll lead you to good places.
I continually told you I had your back. You went around telling everybody that you wanted me out. You never admitted it. You said you had clues. The beginning of the game, we were working closely. I said to you it's not in my best interest to work with Chantel. I explained why. I said that people saw you and Matt. I told you your target. I told you that you guys were a target. I was trying to save your ass by saying go for her. They're going to go for you. All of my actions to the two of you were always true. And if I had words, but the fact that I actually had questions and wanted stuff back, that seemed to be a hard thing. Why?
Okay, so just to answer it. Coming into this game, we'd met a couple times before. Coming into this game, truly, you'll see when you watch this, you were going to be the one person that I was going to be loyal to and go to Final 3 with. And the first day, we worked very well together. The thing is, something changed afterwards. It was because, like I said, in a game where everyone's lying to everyone, you have to read between the lines, you have to go with nonverbal things, and there were a lot of things that just made me feel like you wouldn't. And like he said, I agree with what he said too, that like, you're a very independent player, so that was scary too. But there were certain things where like, I had showed you the clue and you thought it was fake.
Before that you were out, I've heard words that
right
after
exactly
the merge,
when that was.
the tents,
or like, for example,
told everybody.
Or like, what's that?
Yeah, before that.
Or just things, for example, like, me saying, like, we need our numbers, and you're like, they're your numbers, not mine, to me now.
Right.
Which you were right about, but the thing is, at the time, I was trying
Isn't
to feel
that
like, it's us. But at the time, before that, I was thinking for us to go to the Final 3 together, so I honestly was, at the time, thinking our numbers. And I felt like you just told me in so many words, so many times, that you don't trust me, which you were totally right to, because you're smart, but that was very threatening to me in the game. I hope you can respect that somewhat and understand it. I feel like at least I am honest about my dishonesty.
All right. I wish you all luck.
Thanks, Amy.
Hey guys, congratulations. I really don't have any hard feelings. I think I played myself out of this game more than you getting me out, so there we're at. We've talked a lot about the moves that you guys have made in this game, so I don't need to get back into that. What I want to ask the two of you is there any move you think you should have made that would have helped make your case stronger?
I could have taken Alex out at 7 but I think Nasa would have won then. And either way, it's a big jury threat. I think I played the strongest game here. I think I made the right moves every time. I never had one vote against me.
And as much as I love big, crazy moves, I love to watch them. I only made moves when I needed to. You know, like a big move means nothing. Like if you don't need to. And a lot of the moves that I was making were just, like I said, relationships, keeping myself safe, making sure that when I didn't have immunity, I didn't go home. And a lot of it is subtle things, but like this is hard stuff. This is the stuff that you're doing like every second of the day. Like you can't stop. And yeah, I mean, it got me here, so I feel like adding any weird move wouldn't be good.
And Chantel, nothing negative, but so I do respect the game that you played. You came in here just wanting to have fun, didn't really have any strategy. You hooked up with Alex, you made it to the end, you stayed together the whole time. When I started thinking about voting you out, you then won 2 immunities in a row. And you said you wanted to play the honest game the whole time, and you stayed to that. Obviously, as Dan can attest, my game wasn't the honest game, so that's not what I was going for, but I do respect what you did. That being said, I'm gearing more towards voting for the strategic side of the game, so I'm probably not going to vote for you, but I do respect the game.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys a very brief closing statement, like a minute or less. Chantel, you can start.
I would just like to say thank you guys all for your opinions and your kind or not so kind words. I do think despite what some of you guys think, that I did play hard and I worked as hard as I could. When it came to strategizing, never played this game before, so the fact that I'm even here means a lot to me, and you know, definitely a learning experience for me. So with that, I've learned on how to strategize now. So if I were to win or not to win, I mean, that would be awesome. But if not, I would go home with learning a lot. But, you know, of course I would love to win and really be able to take that home and, you know, be able to learn from all of this, and hope that next time, you know, things can be different and we can all have our own time to shine.
I've never made it to the end. I've never won, and this has meant so much to me. This has been so fun. This is my favorite one that I've played, not just because I made it to the end, but that certainly didn't hurt. It's somewhat embarrassing how much I love these fake survivors and how much they mean to me. And the only people I think I can admit that to are you people right here. And it would really mean so much to win. I don't know, it's going to be embarrassing, because if I did, I would just tell everyone, and maybe my life would be for the worst. People would be like, this guy needs to shut up about this thing. But I just want you to know how much this all has meant to me. No matter what happens, this was an amazing experience. I played as hard as I could the whole game, in every challenge. I gave it my all. I came here to win. And I just had a great time, and I just want to thank you guys for being a part of it.
Same thing he said. I've played in so many of these, and I knew this time I had to play a totally different game. I had to keep my game hidden. I never once had one vote against me ever, and I think that speaks to how hard I was playing. And I felt like I kept my game so hidden that maybe it was too much so. Now here's the thing. I feel like such an underdog here. These are 2 amazing people. I have nothing personally bad to say about them. They are wonderful, beautiful, kind, giving people. I am none of those things. You know, it just depends what you value in a winner. If you value someone who kind of flew under the radar and wants some challenges, vote for Chantel. If you like somebody who's really nice and a good person and played a good, safe game, vote for Alex. Now, if you want somebody who's a fighter, I think it was a little safe. If you want somebody who's a fighter, who never gave up, who played every angle and somehow never got called out on it, you guys should have all taken me out. You should have compared notes. Who's a fighter, never backed down, who left everything on the court and put their heart and soul into this game, I am your winner.
All right, and jury, this is your time to shine.
So I was hoping for better answers during the thing, so I kept waffling between the two people that I was going to go for, and what I was left with is the one person that was 100% loyal to me the entire game and never, or at least once we got together in the game, and never voted me out, and that's Mikey.
I don't know.
Everybody's thought that he's won this game. And other fake survivors. And he's been targeted for it. Let's actually make it real. I'm really happy to vote for you. Good job.
So, I'm sort of surprised I'm actually voting for this person. But in the end, my game of loyalty got me nowhere, and her game got her everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna be loud about this because this is who I am and this is naturally how it goes. So I said it was a battle between my heart and my mind, and unfortunately I needed the heart to win my mind or my mind to win my heart. And basically what I saw when I looked up there was a master and his two goats. And as much as I like someone who's a fighter, if his master is standing next to him, I don't think he won the battle.
Don't say it to my face.
The jury has reached their verdict, guys. I will now read their votes. You want to see your name on this parchment. It takes 4 to win. I'll read the votes. First vote, Mikey. Second vote, Chantal.
That's 1 vote Mikey, 1 vote Chantal.
Third vote, Alex.
1 vote Mikey, 1 vote Alex, 1 vote Chantal.
Fourth vote, Mikey.
That's 2 votes Mikey, 1 vote Alex, 1 vote Chantal.
Fifth vote, Mikey.
That's 3 votes Mikey, 1 vote Alex, 1 vote Chantal.
Sixth vote, Alex.
3 votes Mikey, 2 votes Alex, 1 vote Chantal. 2 votes left.
Seventh vote, Alex.
That's 3 votes Mikey, 3 votes Alex, 1 vote Chantal, 1 vote left.
The winner of Survivor New York is Mikey.
What?
Congratulations, Mikey. Did it. Congratulations. How does it feel?
I was shocked. I thought I was getting 0 votes. Oh my god, thank you guys. I thought you. Oh my god. Shut up.
Hey, I'm Todd Herzog, the winner of Survivor China, here again to congratulate Mikey on outwitting, outplaying, and outlasting everyone. Welcome to the winner's circle and congratulations.
And as one adventure ends, another one is soon to begin.
to be done.